Hi, and welcome back to the Cornerstone SMP. And we're starting off in the shopping district because, as I said in the last episode, today I want to enter Hhicks' building competition. But before we get to that, let's also check on the shop that I've built in the last episode. I haven't been online on the server in a couple of days really because I've been working on a single player episode. So I don't really know how it's been going, but from what it looks like, somebody has already bought the skeleton horses that we had here up in the front, which I admit is a bit surprising. I didn't expect them to go away immediately, but I'll take it. So let's see on the inside. Let's see. This one has gone very well. Some music discs have also been bought. Yeah, Mellow High, that's a good one. No banners though, at least the blank ones. Let's see. Oh, people seem to like the sunrise one. That's a nice one. And the birds as well. Awesome. The notch apple has gone as well. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, tridents have been selling out. I've only got one left. So I hope I'll get some more in the future. Sinchi hasn't yet put in the Hearts of the Sea, but I'm sure he'll do that soon. That's what this chest is for, in case you're wondering. The conduit that I had here has gone already, so we can take that away. The Nautilus shells have also sold out. Somebody has bought a bunch of heads. I don't remember which ones though. Oh, I think it was the cod heads. Okay, so I guess I'll restock on some cod heads soon because people seem to want them. And turtle shells have also gone. I can restock these right now. I brought 2. There we go. And I think that's it pretty much. Let's turn these blocks into diamonds and see. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with these profits. That's not bad for like the first few days of opening. Alright, after now having about double the money that I had before, let's get to the matter at hand. And I think this red little building is where Hhicks has written down the rules for the building competition. Yes, that's exactly it. So I'm gonna read through these books real quickly and then give you the TLDR. Alright, basically how it works, for each build that we enter, we can enter multiple builds if we want to, but for each build we add 1 diamond block onto this pile right here. And whoever wins the competition gets the entire pile of diamonds, which is not too bad. And the builds go, of course, on Hhicks' insane big mountain that he's been working on over there. A few people have already entered, as you can see, and I think we've got time until May 1st or something, so still quite a while. And the style of the builds is supposed to be medieval, which we can see here very well. And the reference pictures that Hhicks has sent in on the Discord are very familiar to me. The buildings basically look like all the buildings around where I live, so the style is definitely something I can work with, and I have a mental image in my head on what it's kind of supposed to look like. Oh, look at that big castle up there. That's also really cool. Yeah, these builds are pretty big. It's not really the scale that I usually go for. My buildings tend to be a bit smaller. But I still want to add something to the mountain, and so I'm gonna build a little water mill is the plan. And for that, I've asked Hhicks about this, and he said it's cool if I turn this bit right here into a river and waterfall area. Even though there is also a river down here, but the terrain up here just works a bit better for what I had in mind, especially this little bit right here. That's where the mill is gonna go, and we have the big wheel here in the water. And then the other side of the mill sitting on top of here, basically. Yeah, you'll just see it once it's done, I guess, and get what I'm talking about. So yeah, I say we get to work. So the outer shell of the building is pretty much done. As you can see, I went for the turquoise roof to fit in with the area, but now that it's finished I almost feel like it makes it a bit too monotonous. So I might still change the color. At the moment I'm not sure what I would change it to, because I feel like crimson would be a bit too much. And I don't know, bricks we already have down here, so maybe I'll just go for one of the woods, maybe spruce or something. But I'm still thinking about it, I'm not sure. But now we can get started working on the interior, for which I've also brought some stuff. Now I want this to be a sawmill, powered of course by this water stream that activates or sets this wheel here into motion. And there's a lot of these old sawmills around the area of like Germany, France. For example, when you go hiking in the Black Forest, about every 50 meters it feels like you'll come across one of these sawmills. So I thought it would be fitting since Hhicks wants to go for the medieval style. Now I'm not gonna pretend like I know exactly how the machinery in these works. I'm just gonna try build something up that looks like it's cutting wood, basically. So here we have the log being pulled towards this cutter right here, which of course it's a stone cutter, but we're just gonna go with wood cutter for now, and we'll have these slabs coming out the other end. I think that looks kind of like a sawmill, or at least it looks like it's supposed to be one, which is good enough for me, I guess. Now it's a bit tight in here, but we do have the second floor, and this is just gonna be the living area or the bedroom, etc. of the miller. And I think we can actually separate it in 2 levels because we have that space underneath the roof. So maybe we'll put a small kitchen down here and then the bedroom above. So here's what I came up with. This right here is the uppermost floor of the building, which as I said, turned into a bedroom / living room. We have the miller's Sunday clothes right here and his tool rack, a little reading nook, and of course the bed hidden up there. And then in the middle level we of course have the kitchen, nothing too crazy. I did like playing around with the invisible item frames. I think the polished andesite makes a good torch holder, so I'm happy with that. I think yeah, not much. It's a very tight space, so it's not that much to look at, but yeah. And then down here, you know this, but we also now have the miller himself working the sawmill. And then if we walk out here, there's this little pathway down here, and this is just the wood storage. I used some of the mini blocks from the Vanilla Tweaks data pack, and I think that adds a nice little bit of detail. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Put some more grass around the area, and yeah, I think the mill is pretty much done. Let's take a look from the air. Yeah, do leave me your opinion down in the comments below about the roof color, because it is a bit monotonous, but I'm really not sure what to change it to. So, because in the building itself, I think it works very well. It goes really nicely with the granite and stands out against the dark oak, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not happy with it looking at the overall view of the area, but yeah, we still have time, of course, until the 1st of May, so about a month is left. And I really enjoyed doing this project, as though I think I might want to add a second building, maybe just opposite this one over there, because it's looks a bit empty, and this has turned into like a proper village almost. So yeah, and probably put in a pathway. Yeah, so I don't think we've seen quite the last of this yet, but with this project itself I'm quite happy. This is a bit awkward right here with the trapdoors, but you probably know what the mechanics of Minecraft are really weird, and I didn't manage to get it to flow the proper way without adding a few more trapdoors than maybe there should be. But now we have this nice water stream going over the wheel, and yeah. I did block off the river right here because I don't know what Hhicks wants, if he wants the water to go all the way down there, or rather just have it stop up here, so I'll leave that up to him. Unless of course he wants me to extend the water all the way down there, I can of course do that, but for now I left it like this. There is one last thing I still wanted to do, and that is add one of these brain corals on top of the smoker. I did also put in 2 of my banners that I'm selling in my shop as kitchen towels. And yeah, now it turned grey, and I think that's a nice substitute for smoke. Because there's of course the very well-known trick of putting a campfire underneath the smoker to make the smoke particles look like they come out of it. But I don't have any space for a campfire underneath, so this is like a nice substitute, and it also gets rid of the particles if you don't like them as much. So I like to use that as well. And let's also not forget to add 1 diamond block to the pile. But we have now spent quite a while in the shopping district, including the last episode, so I think it's about time that we get back to our base. And I've been talking a while about wanting to build a big factory, which is, by the way, going to serve mainly as my storage area. And I'm gonna put it in this big open space here on the other side of the village, or the city. I still need to do some resource gathering, but I really am in need of a proper storage system. Because this is getting out of hand. I have collected some jungle wood already, which I need for the build, but there's still some more collecting left to do. The factory looks really weird from the back, but I think pretty good from the front. Yeah, obviously it's only the front so far, but it's looking really industrial, and that's of course exactly what I'm going for. It's a very similar color palette to the very first building, our starter house that we made, except I've introduced some andesite and blackstone into this. Which I think works well. The contrast is a bit stark between, I think, just blackstone and other blocks in general. I'm really looking forward to the deep slate block that's going to be introduced in the next update, because I think it's like a nice in-between of like normal stone and the blackstone. Also, this guy is kind of annoying. But yeah, I like where this is going for sure, but I'm not gonna be working on this anymore this episode. I mainly want to get it wrapped up because of the build on Hhicks' mountain, because of her entry to the building competition. I don't want people to feel like they can't record over there until my episode gets out, so I want to get it out as soon as possible. But there's one last thing I want to do, and that is use the ancient debris that Will gifted us so kindly last episode. So yeah, I'm not even sure what to put it on. What would be best? So I think that gives us 3 pieces of netherite. Let's see, maybe I think I'm gonna go with pickaxe, axe, and the pants. Seems, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. These are the things, these are the 2 tools I use most, and 1 piece of armor makes sense, I think. There we go. 3 pieces of netherite, and then the smithing table. Where to put it? Just in this corner, I guess. It doesn't really matter. The silk touch pickaxe, the eggs, and our pets. Yeah, what can I say? Minecraft fashion at its finest. Sponsored by LAKEY, I guess. But yeah, that's, as I said, that's where we're wrapping it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed our entry in into the building competition and the start of the big factory here in our underwater city. And that's what I'll be working on until the next episode. So I have been Ellis, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you then. Bye!